Just showing how close they were to the line of fire. Look at this bullet hole in the back of this car. This was in a path of bullets that were actually hitting some of these businesses behind me. We spoke to some of the people who were in this area right when the shooting was happening. All this flooded area looks kind of like a calm, serene lake, but when you're talking about a break in a levee, it's a much different story. We're taking a look at this levee that is breached in 3 places, and you can see how fast this water is really moving. It was just yesterday that we were driving into Galveston here on Interstate 45 South. Now it's just a field of debris filled with everything from boats to even golf clubs. I'm holding a piece of the corroded line that broke off the main. Now with less than 24 hours left in the water supply, city crews are beginning an around-the-clock effort to patch it up. This is the chromium that you're looking at. This green color is what they're experiencing in their water every day, and without those filters, it would be even worse than this. Coming up tonight at 10, we speak to residents who deal with this every single day, the measures that they have to go through, and a solution that they say must happen for them to have clean water. For now, the custody hearings have halted, and it's anyone's guess what steps the state might take next. But we'll stay on top of this story for you and bring you the latest. For now, reporting in San Angelo, Eddie Garcia, CBS 7 News.
My grandma lives here, so coming down to see her during summer vacation.
Summer vacation turned into a nightmare last night for Casey Margarine and her 4-year-old son, Bryce.
We went out to eat.
What happened next even shocked doctors. And according to the family, it happened really quick as they were walking out of the restaurant after dinner. The child walked up to what he thought was trash and pricked himself on what turned out to be a used syringe.
Right there.
That one tiny prick of a needle prompted a medical emergency.
The doctor said that it was very likely that it was used for drugs.
Ow!
Bryce was in the hospital for 6 hours, enduring test after test and giving 7 vials of blood. As a precaution, he now has to take medicine for HIV.
The medication he'll be on will be for 28 days, but he'll be going for the next probably 2 years getting blood work and just watching out over it.
Wanting to spare others this trouble, Casey called the restaurant to let them know what had happened.
They did find other needles in the parking lot last night, and that their employees picked them up.
Under secret check!
And Bryce still can't stand to see litter, but the next time he's approaching with caution.
I'm not going to do anything until I ask. My mom's going to clean it up. Hey, where's that one?
Reporting in Midland, Eddie Garcia, CBS 7 News. I'm joining you from in front of deceased suspect Michael Hickey's house, which remained the center of investigation as Reeves County Sheriff's deputies and the Texas Rangers tried to piece together how and why this shooting happened. This evening I spoke with a neighbor who says he helped the deputy moments after he was shot. Wounded and desperate for help, Reeves County Sheriff's Deputy Jerry Millon ran 300 yards to Mac Pineda's house after being shot in the chest. Pineda's son, Stephen, answered the door.
Right here, he had blood stain. The bullets pierced his bulletproof vest. He had 2 gunshots.
He then alerted authorities, who were shocked to hear the news.
I got here as fast as I could to see what was going on and help him.
Law enforcement from the furthest corners of West Texas surrounded suspect Michael Hickey's house. Shots continued to ring out as he fired at police. Let's go. After multiple hours, negotiators were unable to communicate with him. Then, very suddenly, the situation ended. Hickey died. The sheriff's office says he suffered a gunshot wound but would not say if it was self-inflicted or caused by police fire.
About all I can tell you on that. We've requested an inquest, autopsy, so that we can determine what all took place.
It's a situation that baffles Pineda, who knew Hickey for many years.
He was a quiet person, kept to himself after his mother died a couple of years ago. She was a nurse at the hospital.
Dozens of displaced neighbors watched in disbelief as their neighborhood transformed into a crime scene.
I'm real sorry he got shot, and I hope everything turns out all right for him.
Now, the Reeves County Sheriff's Office says they have work to do to ensure this never happens again.
We're going to be looking at everything, why, what we can do to correct it, what we need to do. There are going to be a lot of questions we probably can't answer, but we're going to do our best to try and correct.
Here we are right now, day 1 of the recruits' first day in the Marines. We caught up with these guys as soon as they got here.
Sit up straight and look at me right now. You guys are screaming.
I'm not shy at all.
Get up and get the butt.
It's game on.
Game on for these fresh-faced recruits who have no idea what they've stepped into. Meet Joaquim Nevada. He hails from Midland. But now he belongs to the Marines.
I'm excited and nervous.
Aye, sir!
Drill instructors have no use for excitement or frazzled nerves. Not tonight.
This is an initial shock and all. A lot of these kids, they've never been yelled at before.
And yelling they do. Witnesses to it all are these West Texas teachers invited by the Marines to get a real taste of what these young men go through.
Very intense workout. It's a daily regimen. It's rigorous activity, day in, day out, having someone yell in your face. It's a lot more difficult than I anticipated coming in.
It's more difficult than they know because today, these teachers get to be recruits.
Complete madness.
Madness with a method. One these teachers are learning to respect.
That is what the Marines are about, is discipline, getting things done.
These new recruits are far from done, but they have their eyes, although wide tonight, on a grander prize, becoming a Marine.
Straight up, what it's going to be like for the next 3 months.
My expected graduation date is unknown.
This summer's gonna be tough.
I love you, Mom and Dad. And pray for me.